Hello, friends and your friends. Welcome to Honor Forever with Joshua Hadley and not Flex Donovan. I figured the show would go like this. The Ring of Honor on Honor Club is a great TV show. Not many people are watching it. There's not much. There was a little bit of excitement around it. I guess the people who love it, but I mean, it's got decent ratings on Cage Match, 6.41 this episode 6. I give it a 3. Um, yeah, I haven't been enjoying it, and neither has Flex. There was the 1 or 2 good episodes, and I watched the one from Thursday, and there's just nothing exciting going on, really. There was decent matches, but that's about it. I don't think anything was really followed up from Supercard of Honor, except Claudio did a good promo, and just like what we've been saying, like Eddie's actions did prove him right. Anyway, I want to talk about the podcast first before I talk about the show. This isn't the last episode, but this could be. I think we're near the end here. Flex, I don't know. I don't think he wants to continue watching Ring of Honor TV. Um, so I don't think we're probably not doing a weekly podcast anymore. We might do specials like, oh hey guys, it's final battle, so we're hanging out again and we're talking about the show. But this week to week thing, I mean, I do have time for it, but he's a busy guy, and do you want to waste your time watching something you're not enjoying? For me, like I like pro wrestling. There were things I even liked on the show, and I'll talk about that. But if you don't love like let's say movies, and there's a terrible movie playing, are you just gonna sit through it and be bored. And like me, I could totally do that. Like I enjoy seeing these things play out, but he doesn't. And if he's not watching the TV, I mean, what am I gonna do? Replace him with Abdo? Yeah, right. All of them, but seriously, so I think there will be one more episode after this one, and Flex will definitely be there. Hopefully, you never know what happens. But my goal for this podcast now is, it looks like like the 7th episode is gonna be the final outside special returns. My goal now is to have a professional wrestler on the show. I was talking to some people who I think I might be able to get on. But I haven't been able to get a name to advertise as of, a good recording date for Gopher to edit this. Thanks to Gopher, by the way, who's been putting up with doing the show. And since we're thinking them, we might as well advertise some of the things. This is on the Gopher and Tuck YouTube channel, where last Friday there was a new Tetris video. I recommend you check that out. Tuck's been playing that. Puri Puri Tetris, the story mode. There's a new WWE 2K GM battle. I've been enjoying that as well. And there's a big tag team match between MVP and Oldest versus Ring of Honor alumni Kevin Steen teaming up with the Ring of Honor Pure Champion in Shibata for the Raw Tag Team titles. Yeah, I enjoy watching those videos. It's fun to play Booker. Like playing. I prefer TEW, but I remember back in the day I'd play. I actually like when I had SmackDown. When I was playing SmackDown versus Raw my friend and I would just battle each other in GM mode like all the time. It's all what we were doing on the game. Other people would play the matches, but with my like best friend, all we were doing was playing the GM mode. And it does remind me of that. It does seem like it's improved from the PlayStation 2 days. Who figured, but you never know with games nowadays. There's also Twitch streams. I'm gonna check up on this. Let's see, because there's another stream with Juck where I thought they said they were gonna finish Demon Souls, but I think there's another stream happening. Instead of looking on this Discord server, I should look at Gopher's. General. Let's see. No, he just talks about the past one. But I believe they're streaming it again. I thought they were gonna finish the game in one day, but I guess not. I don't know. There's another stream happening. And there's the Gopher and Tuck Rapid Coliseum at 11:30 Alaska time to 1 p.m. It's an hour and a half chess arena where we'll be playing 10-minute rapid games against each other. Well, that's really blitz, but we're going by chess.com's their terminology, and the winner will get a trophy and all the bragging rights to that. All you need to do is just have an account. We're setting it up so that you didn't even have to play a game before you joined, and just join the club. You should definitely join Gopher's Discord, and it will be posted there. If you're from Kotzebue, feel free to like the Facebook page, and links will be shared there as well. If you don't want to play the game, if you think it's too much for you, check out Gopher's stream. He's a fun guy to watch. I think so anyway. And he's got a new feature on Twitch where he lets you play YouTube videos on his channel. I've been messing around with that and playing some old Gopher and Tuck videos that I've requested. Some of them were, others were other fun videos. But yeah, fun new feature. Check it out. Anyway, since since it seems like the podcast is ending, I'll just say, and we've talked about this on the first episode. We wanted to start this, just have some fun, make fun of the new Ring of Honor, I guess. I would make fun of it, like, just, if it was good, it's gonna be good. And there was one, maybe two good episodes, but yeah, like, it'd probably be better just to not be able to talk about things and have this thing be shorter instead of, putting the Forever and Honor forever, but, oh well. Yeah, but I really got into Ring of Honor after the Man Up pay-per-view. That was the first time I checked them out, and I just decided to do it, and it was fantastic. Ring of Honor has been my favorite promotion for a long time. Like right now, like when I look back, I do think Mid-South Wrestling is better. But Ring of Honor, like for current day wrestling, has been my favorite promotion. And I believe that goes for Flex as well. And we wanted to see what Tony was going to do with it. And, I haven't been, I mean, I will watch it, but it's not like some great show I think people need to go out of their way to watch. Like, it reminds me of Dark. And, it's not as bad as Dark Elevation. It's better than NAA Power, we could say that. But this show, it felt like so we talked about this on a previous show. Ian Flex, Cactus Ian brought it up, that they're gonna do Ring of Honor tapings at the same places they're doing Dynamite. So I don't know if they're doing Ring of Honor first, or people are still filling in. It didn't seem like that. It seemed like when I was watching this show, it seemed like there were people, like the seats were full. I just felt like most of the crowd did not know who these people were. They didn't care if there was like some big spot. They'd get excited, but like they didn't care about Shibata. Um, they didn't really care about Roos. Like Daniel Garcia, he might be the most over person. If maybe not the Lucha Brothers. I don't remember what the reactions were. I don't get what. So let's go down the card. We might as well talk. The crowd sucked. They didn't know who they were. They were watch. They were there to watch AEW, not Ring of Honor. I don't expect the fans to know everyone here. Yeah, I just wanted to also bring up, what's the point of doing a squash match if nobody's watching? Anyway, Mark Briscoe and the Lucha Bros beat Shane Taylor and the Workhorsemen. I don't get why Shane's working with the Workhorsemen. Like, I have always seen them like they're job guys in AEW, like in main AEW. Like, sure, they're main event guys on Dark, but come on. Decent match. I'll give them that. Fine start to the show, I guess. I liked the match between Daniels and Shibata. Just no one knew or cared who these two guys were. That was the main issue. I did feel like, unlike some people, Shibata got himself over to the crowd. But is there much value to that when they're doing the shows at Dynamite? And are there people there also Honor Club subscribers? I don't think so. Good match though. It's fine. Brian Cage wrestled Ortiz. That was there. Yeah, talked about Eddie. That's all I remember. Jay Lethal needed help to defeat Darius Martin with the Kingdom, giving him a hand. Yeah, I think most people on Cage Match agree that was the worst match of the night. I don't think so, but that's their opinion. Las Faction entered. I can't say it. Ingovernables. The Ungovernables defeated the Infantry. I like the Infantry. They're a nice jobber tag team, and Roos is great. Listico, I haven't seen him enough to know if he's good or not, but he certainly tries, and I can at least appreciate that. A lot of people think Kenny Omega is my least favorite wrestler. Not true. Like, when he's wrestling a match, he tries to have a good match. Just, I feel, you gotta give a wrestler points for that. I feel like, yeah, sort of a squash match, which it should have been. I don't even remember any of the angles that happened. Just, maybe if I go down this card, Daniel Garcia defeated Tracy Williams. Good match. Daniel, he was over as a heel. The people chant, "You're a pro wrestler" at him. I'm not a big fan of this gimmick that's going on, but the people are into it. So, what do I know? Okay match. Yeah. I will say I did end up giving this a 3. I did have to admit to myself there was a couple matches I liked. Willow defeated Notorious Mimi, which lasted 2 minutes. That was there. It was what it was. The Righteous defeated Even Stevens. These guys dressed up in vests. Looked really lame. That's the gimmick. They're job guys. Fine. They're like a lame version of the Bravado Brothers, if you remember those guys from WWE. I believe Harlem is Andre Chase in WWE right now. Anyway, the Righteous suck. Like, no one cared about this. Like, and this was a squash match on a show where barely anyone's watching. And it would work if this was at Universal Studios all the time, where I'm sure those are all the hardcore fans, but here, yeah, like no one cared. Yeah, and I'll just say, what, not since we're on the Righteous right now, I'll just bring up, Jim Cornette. I didn't agree with him when he got rid of some guys on the Ring of Honor roster, or not even like on the roster. Just he had people do different things instead of wrestle. At the time, I didn't really agree with that, but I get the thinking behind what he did, where he was like, okay, we're doing a reset on the promotion. We're moving forward. We're growing up. We're not doing certain things, or we're presenting things a certain way to differentiate ourselves from the old Ring of Honor. Like the Righteous, they're not good wrestlers, not a good team. I get why a promotion like Ring of Honor would use guys like that. They didn't have all the money in the world. Tony does. Like, why has he got him in this new Ring of Honor? Like, it's supposed to be like, these are the most best pure wrestlers in the world, and here's Dutch and Vincent. Like it's very off from like what the idea of Ring of Honor is supposed to be. I believe. Enough about them. No one even cared about them. I really enjoyed Daneska versus Tony Nese, and I don't like the Trustbusters. Like I wish the stable would just die, but then I found out Jade is also managed by Mark Sterling, so I believe she gets some whatever legitimacy he has as a manager. Because like these guys keep losing every week, and they're always on the shows. Like, come on, like there's gotta be a point where okay, you lost enough, you're done, it's over. Like, come on. Um, and the main event really sucked. It was Athena defending against Mayu Yama Yamashita? Yamashita. Yeah, Mia, she sucks. You know, I did I believe I mentioned this. I definitely talked about this on Top of the World. I don't know if I said anything about this on Honor Forever, but I did watch the TJPW show, and Mia was just fine there. She might have been in the best match even, and that so sucked. She's great against people she's worked a million times with hot crowds that love her and want to see her wrestle. Here, like just heard like being a lame wrestler just didn't fly. No one knew who she was. Her kicks looked lame. Her selling sucked. And Athena, she's trying to wrestle like she's like a better version of John Moxley. And when people don't really care about the person losing, I just feel like beating up someone like that just doesn't work. And like these women, I feel like when I say, "Oh, these girls," like I'm being disrespectful. No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Like, I guess I did say when Take and these boys, them boys, them boys, them boys, them boys. Anyway, these women, they're brawled outside the ring forever. Mike Posey didn't count them out. Yeah, and I wish it would end by double count out. I would have been just fine with that. This match sucked. It was a terrible way to end the show. Yeah, like they main evented with the wrong Japanese wrestler. That you know, I talked about people not really caring about Shibata before. I mean, he's hardly wrestled since he had his injury or whatever. He had to retire. Go Takesuka. People love him. Like I'm not saying he's Steve Austin, but he's over. The people like him. He's an okay wrestler, and he's young, so of course he's okay. He's not gonna be Bryan Danielson that as much as experience as he's got, but there's potential there, and I think the people see it. Yeah, he should have been in the main event with Tony instead of Athena and Mayu. Like, I really don't understand why we're getting the TJPW girls here. I understand, like, all right, let's take the best person from their roster and see what they can do. Like, why are we getting them like every week, and they're getting these title matches? Like, and I guess the problem with this is you have to watch Dark and to like understand like why is this happening. Which we were hoping Ring of Honor and AEW would be a lot more separate than they are. I've also watched Battle of the Belts, and that was a better show than this one. I think everyone was sort of tired of the Ring of Honor and AEW connected at the hip thing, and it's just sort of continuing. Um, yeah, okay, yeah, and yeah, did not like anything on the show. Well, I'm sorry, I did not like the show. There was things I liked. Shibata is good. I don't care about him, but he's probably been one of the. When I'm actually surprised that he's on the TV show. I thought he was just gonna be at the pay per view. That's kind of cool to see him. I'll say that. There's a positive. I'll go with some positives here. Shibata was good against Daniels. The opening match was fine. See, uh, Rush and Dralistico are great. Uh, I like them. Denver Trees, fun jobber tag team. Garcia versus Williams was good. Um, Takeska and Tony Nese was, you know, fun, match for what it was. Yeah, those were the high points. Although nothing, like I don't even know if the guys we liked other than Mark Briscoe and the Lucha Bros. I don't know if anyone we really liked is gonna be on the show next week. Maybe Sabata, but we don't even know. Like coming out of Supercard of Honor, nothing was really continued from that show, which surprising to me. And there was nothing to plant seeds for what's going to happen in the future. So very skippable show. Unfortunately, I am talking to people. I'm gonna get a pro wrestler on the podcast. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get anything done in time as of this recording. But there's at least gonna be one more episode and maybe specials in the future. But yeah, for anyone listening, thanks for coming on this ride with me and Flex. I believe he'll be here next week. But yeah, we're on the tail end of this. I had fun with this show. The artwork was fantastic. As Gopher just pointed out on Discord, we didn't get to talk about that. Yeah, and I felt like we were doing better as podcasters, but it's just yeah. Unfortunately, we're not ever gonna get a chance to fine tune ourselves. But I still got on top of the world, so I guess I'll get better at doing that as I should. um. Anyway, since we're coming to a close, let's pay the bills. This show is brought to you by Dubby, the energy drink powder. I drink it every day, and I've been losing weight, and I actually enjoy this more than drinking than sodas and energy drinks anymore. I feel like because it's mixed with the water, it goes down a lot easier, and I think it's more refreshing, honestly. I've been drinking the fruit punch flavor. A little bit sweet for me, but Beach and Peach is great. So if you want to save 10% on a W order, which really helps me out because here can of Monster or Rockstar's $5. These little tubs of dummy. I'm the dummy. They're the dummy. They're $40, but with the link in the description below, you can get 10% discount. Or if you're just gonna do things old school, www.w.gg and put in the discount code area Gopher Tuck, not Gopher and Tuck, Gopher Tuck. Or if you're gonna watch their streams, either with Gopher and Juck or the upcoming Gopher and Tuck Rapid Coliseum, check out the sponsor command, the sponsor exclamation mark or explanation mark sponsor, and I'll give you the link as well. And make sure to check out maybe the final episode of Honor Forever next Tuesday. And if you enjoyed this, listen to Gopher and I discuss politics, video games, and whatever weird news is going on in the world on top of the world every Saturday morning. Thanks for listening, and have a good rest of your day.